Well, good evening, my friends. Well, or should I say, good morning, my friends, because the time is now, let me see here, 1:15 a.m. And yes, Karen is still awake. Who'da thunk? The story of my life here of late. So with that, I thought it was time to do a Stitching After Dark. So here we are. I have not made much progress on Sewing Woman, and unfortunately, because I've had other things on the go, not stitching things, but other things to take care of between appointments, and I just ran out of time. You know how it goes. Absolutely. I ended up, I ended up buying a second monitor, and oh, what a mess till I had that set up, because I got a stand for it that should hold 2 monitors. But unfortunately, it didn't work like it was supposed to work. It would not allow me to tilt the monitors, so they were stuck in one position. And that just was not going to cut it. So I need to pull my color thread here. So if my voice feels like it goes far away, it did go far away. Yeah, I had to set it all up, got it together, couldn't tilt the monitors, had to take it all apart and send it back. That was an all-day affair. So there went all my stitchy time. But now I can't decide if I want to try another one or if I just want to let them on the stands that come with a monitor, and be that as it may. Then my wooden floss holders that I had gotten were just not working out at all. They were falling off the I don't know what you call them, the sides of the file drawer where they should be staying in place. So if I would pull one out, the rest would all fall down. It's like, well, I had enough of this. So I went and I got these acrylic ones. Now I bought the stickers separate, but the holder, the floss holder, is all acrylic, and they are working out fabulously. I got them from, I'll put it in the drop-down box. I got them from GW Stitching Post on Etsy. The owner's name is Gail. She was fantastic to work with. And let me tell you what. first of all, these are, I am really, really pleased. Now, granted, I've had them less than a week, but so far, I am very, very pleased. Took me several days to put all the floss on. Yeah, but that's okay. I was very, very pleased and very, very impressed. I had ordered a full set, which was 25 holders. And they came in basically no time at all. It didn't even take a week. Not even a week. I ordered them one day. She mailed those the next day, and I had them 2 days after that. I mean, seriously, for once, the post office did something good. Which is my luck with the post office, highly unusual. I ended up, because not thinking, I had stickers for discontinued colors, and I did use them, not thinking that, oh wait, they're discontinued, maybe don't want to put those on. But you never know, I may have that color floss. So it was like, okay, what is this here? Okay, this is not a big deal. We'll put them on. But what that did then is I ran out of space. So I had to get a few extra holders, of which he sells them in bundles of 5, which was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. So, just to give you an idea, I ordered them on Wednesday. It was late. It was late because I was actually on a video call very late at night with a friend of mine, and decided I needed to order a couple more. So it was Wednesday night, like during the night, that I put the order in. They shipped on Thursday. So they shipped the very next day. I had them today. Yeah, today. So I ordered them Wednesday. Today is, it's now Sunday, but I got them Saturday. Now, how darn great is that? You cannot ask for better customer service. Absolutely, it was fantastic. And like I said, for once, the post office got them here quickly. They didn't take the scenic route like some of my packages do. I mean, yeah, I had some, I forget what it was I ordered. Oh my goodness gracious. It got to Harrisburg, which is where our mail gets sorted and sent out to the appropriate post office. Only when my package got sorted, it went to Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii. Honolulu, Hawaii. Okay, I guess it needed a vacation. it did come back finally, and I did get it, but geez Louise, talk about taking a scenic route. It certainly was the scenic route. So when I had something in, ordered it Wednesday, shipped on Thursday, had it Saturday, like I was in shock. I didn't know what to make of that because that just didn't happen. But yeah, she was very, very wonderful. Had a nice note in with my order. So once I had, after I got the ones that I got today, I just had those few colors. Okay, why can't I get in the right? There we go. Those few colors of floss to put on that one. I actually only needed it for, there's 20 spaces in one holder, and I really only needed about 6, which was fine because now I have some extra ones should I decide that I just want to pull a couple threads for a project to take with me somewhere. But yeah, so that's okay. But I thought, okay, I will send her a picture of everything in my file drawer, which I did, and thanked her for the excellent customer service. And I think she posted it on her Instagram story. But I would tell you what it is, but I use my phone as a camera, so I can't quite see. So I will put the name of her Etsy shop in the description box. So if you want to, if using floss holders like that is something that you decide you want to do, I would definitely recommend her. She was fabulous. And the price was right. She had the best price that I found on Etsy. I got 25 holders for $100 and free shipping. So really, you cannot beat that. There were other places that had them, but they were more expensive, and these are very well made. They're really great. And then the extra 5 that I got, because if you needed more, they came in bundles of 5. Those were just $20 and free shipping. So cost-wise, they were wonderful, absolutely wonderful. So Gail, if you are watching this, thank you so very much for your excellent service. And it was a pleasure doing business with you. Oops, that's the wrong one. There was already, I think there. There's a stitch in there. I'll tell you what, I did this to myself. This is confetti hell. I don't even want to look at the back, to tell you the truth. I don't even want to know. But it will get there. It will get there. So far, like I said, I don't have a lot done, but so far I am liking these lighter colors much, much better. I don't have enough stitched in yet to really determine how this section is going to get. I'm working up in the upper left-hand corner where that vase of flowers is. I should put a little frame around that so you know where I'm working. And I really am a little bit yet I really should be looking at my chart here, because now I think I have myself a little confused. I don't want to be there. I really am a little undecided about how I want to keep stitching this. Is giving Royal Rose a shot, and I am liking it. I am. I seriously am liking it. I do get a little bit confused though. With where I am, but I think that's more because I had some of this stitched in before I started that, and I probably had some stitches wrong. So, and there it looks like I'm getting a little bit of a column line, but that could just be because it's two different colors. Yeah. What I'm undecided is, because I have all these parked threads. I'm undecided. Do I want to keep working down until I run out of thread? That is my question to me. Do I want to work down till I run out of thread and avoid having all the dangling parked threads? Or do I want to do as other people are doing with this method of just doing the two blocks and then either parking underneath or to the right? I'm not quite sure. Or instead of working down, see, here's my other thought. Instead of working down, do I want to go across with the color and keep working towards the, do two blocks wide, but work them, just keep going to the right until I run out of thread? That is the other question. I have myself really confused here. Okay, there's those two. There's that. Okay, there's one here. This is why my back looks so bad, because I get myself confused. Then I find a starting point where I am sure of where I am and it's correct. Okay, So what I need to do is just mark it as I do it so that I don't get confused. But you know, it is such a short trip. The state of confusion is always within reach. In fact, I had a doctor's appointment on Thursday, and I had a haircut on Wednesday. And when was it? Was it on Wednesday when I had I can't remember exactly how it was, but I think it was on Wednesday. No, phooey. My haircut was on Thursday and my doctor's appointment was on Friday. Okay. So it was Wednesday and I said something to my husband, and he said about having your appointment tomorrow, and I'm going, no, it's not tomorrow. Today's only Tuesday. And it was not Tuesday. It was Wednesday, and he was correct. My appointment was the next day. It's like, oh Lordy, I'm so confused. See, now I have myself so confused again. It's kind of like I'm forgetting which square I'm in. I just did that one. Okay. I just did this one. And I did this one. Oh my God. So now I need to do this one. This is what, oh, sorry. My scientific goggles keep bumping my camera. Yeah. I gotta really, ooh, this is just quite the. And now you're probably saying, Karen, you should just go to sleep and not stitch after dark. But it's so enjoyable. I rather enjoy stitching late at night. I can find the right hole. Because I got so much thick stuff on the back. But hopefully that will, I guess it would help, Karen, if you put your things down. No, that's not the right hole. Yeah, I don't know why, I get a little bit more done when I'm stitching after dark. Okay, so that was those two. So now this. Okay, and you guys can yell at me when you say, no, you're in the wrong place. But you know what? This is those vases, and it's already so dark and not well defined. So you know what? It's not the hill I'm gonna die on if I have some color in the wrong spot. Unless it's the real light colors that are making up the flowers themselves. and not these darker colors that are the background. But as I'm sitting here talking to you folks, I'm kind of thinking that it might be best to follow the color and work to the right instead of going down. And just keep working to the right. I was talking to Joyce, Stitchy Dutchy. I had a chuckle because I had asked her, well, she answered my question from the last video about how she was ending her threads. And then she was also telling me how she progresses through the, shoot, that's the wrong hole too. How she manages where she parks and all of that good stuff. And she said she doesn't do it exactly like follow all the rules, and that she is a rebel. And I thought, well, guess what, Joyce? I'm going to be a rebel too. And kind of adapt it to what will work for me. And, you know, once again, it still boils down to the fact of your piece is going to tell you how it wants to be stitched. And you go with that. You go with what's going to make sense. As you're stitching it, and there's nothing wrong with taking a method and adapting it to something that works for you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I did these. In fact, that's what, in my mind, that's what stitching is all about. Because remember, there's no absolutely right way that you have to do this. It's whatever works and makes sense to you. It really does not matter. And you can change your method within that piece dozens of times. There's nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. You know, so I hear in groups, I don't hear it, I read it, where people are saying, well, on my next piece, I'm going to try blah, 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 whatever the method is. And as I read that, I'm sitting there thinking, why wait till your next piece? There's no reason to wait till your next piece. If you want to try that method, try it now. Because there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing wrong with trying something within the piece that you're working on. Do you have to work a little bit to maybe adapt your way to that method that you want to try? You know, if you want to do diagonal line by line and you have stitches all over the place? Do you have to work a little bit to get it to be on a diagonal? And then you got to decide, well, do I really want that blunt diagonal line, or am I okay with having that line be a bit willy-nilly? So it's all decisions that you can make along the way. And I think I have some stitches stitched here that I did not. There's 2 that I did not mark off. Now you will also notice that I have not done this before, where I use the sulky sliver to put my grid lines on. This is the first time I'm doing that. 2 reasons. First reason being, this is 22 count hard hanger fabric and it's not gridded. So I need a grid. I absolutely have to have a grid. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Yeah, I don't do well without a grid. So I needed to put grid lines on. So I wanted to try the sulky sliver. Before, every time I had done it, it was always like so loose and floppy. But I think I have figured out how to keep it that it's tight and doesn't flop around. I just unthreaded my needle. And that seems to be working quite nicely. So I do like that. The other reason I wanted to try it, because, well, and I'm trying it on this piece because this is the piece I have started and I'm working on, but I may just do it also on my pre-gridded fabric that I have, because I don't know about you folks, but I am finding those lines on my pre-gridded fabric are getting harder and harder and harder to see. Especially once you start having stitches, once you start having stitches filled in, it's really hard to see. Now, I have been marking them with my chalk pencil. However, that wears off. And again, once you stitch over it, it's wearing off, it's getting lighter, and then I can't see that either. So I decided, let's see what happens with the sulky sliver. And I wanted, because I've had it for a long time. I just never broke down and gridded anything with it. But like I said, I think now is the time to do that, because this piece, well, I'm not going to be able to stitch it if I don't have grid lines. I can quite tell that already, because even going this way, I'm losing my place. Now, as I said, I'm not going to be terribly upset or annoyed or whatever if I have some stitches in the wrong spot, because this is an area of flowers, and I don't know any flowers that are perfect. I don't know any vases that are perfect. I feel about this section here the same way I do about stitching like trees and grass and whatever. It's, if you have some mistakes in there, it really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But I can see Karen is starting, oh, phooey, what did I do now? Karen is starting to make some mistakes because she's putting her needle in the wrong place. So, like I said, I didn't expect that this video would be a long video, but I did want to, spend a little bit of time stitching after dark. And really, I almost had to do it tonight. Oh no, maybe I can do a short one tomorrow night too. I don't know yet. Depends on if I'm up and awake. But they're working on our cable, which would be the TV and the internet, Monday and possibly Tuesday, where our cable is going to not be available off and on for the whole day. So I could record, don't get me wrong, but I couldn't upload anything. So I thought, I think I want to get another video made and be able to upload it before I don't have access to the internet on Monday. Yeah, now see here, I can do pretty good when I have an area that doesn't have a whole lot of stuff filled in. It's working in these little spots, but you know what? We'll get there. We'll get there. And I really am anxious to see how this is going to turn out, being that this is one I charted myself, as opposed to having it be a bought chart. So that's always a curious thing. And I think I talked about this before. I tried to keep, stitches or the colors that they all had 50 and 60 and above. Anything that was less than that, I got rid of those colors. Just because it's an annoyance. And I was hoping that would alleviate some of the confetti. But yeah, and most of my colors are, I don't think I have very many that are less than 100. Let's see, let's sort them that way. Oh, 2 out of 98 are less than 100. Only one of those is less than 50, and that's white. And you can't hardly get rid of the white because you need that for the lighter areas. So really, it's not, I have a decent amount of stitches of every color. So you know what? It's going to be what it's going to be, and we'll work on it a little section at a time. And that is the way it is. So I hope anybody that's up at this hour of the night or the morning or whatever you want to call it has some stitching out and is doing their thing with some needle and thread. Look at me, I babbled for 40 minutes. I think I was less than 100 stitches, so I did about 50, probably about 50 stitches in this amount of time, and that's not too bad for me when I'm trying to talk and stitch and keep my place and not get lost. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. But I hate to make these too long. Because there's so many people out there to watch. And there's a lot of new people out there to watch. I did watch, I can't remember her name, but her channel is the 50 Needles. I'll put it in the drop-down box. Beautiful, beautiful work. And awful, mostly awful coverage. And the amount of full coverage pieces she has completed is out of this world. For such a young gal, she has done quite a number of full coverage pieces. They are gorgeous. So I will put her down in the Dropbox. I know her channel name starts with 50 Needles, and then there's something else behind there. And I honestly cannot remember her name, but I know I really, truly enjoyed watching that channel. So I'll put her in the drop-down box. And I will put the floss holders in the drop-down box if anybody's wants to give those a gander. I'm liking them. Where's my mouse? Let me see if I can pull you up oh, I don't have the picture on here. Well, maybe I can get it. Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. Image file. Let's see if we can find it. Let's see. We have to maybe go. Camera roll. Oh, nothing there. All right. No, Oh, I don't have my iPhone connected to the computer. I have it wirelessly connected this time. I don't know why here of late. It might be since I got this second monitor. Sometimes my USB things don't want to work correctly. So I started using my phone camera wirelessly instead of through the USB. So, such things you have to figure out. A friend of mine said to me, she says, I'm so impressed that you know all this stuff for being that you're an older individual. And I said, well, if I wanted to do YouTubes, I had to learn all this stuff, and I taught myself. She says, yes, and that's why I'm even more impressed. So I thank her for that, and I appreciate that very, very much. But my friends, I think now that we're at about 45 minutes, and I just rambled about nothing, did a little bit of stitching. I'll try and get some more done till the next time that I do an after dark and work on this with you. Yeah, because I really would like to see how those flowers are getting. So it's going to be a slow process, but I mean, as you can see from the portion of the chart that I have up, it's oops, let's not do that. I keep forgetting that. Oh, here, just hit clear. I keep forgetting that I have to switch to be able to do this, but yeah, see, it's quite a bit of confetti, but we'll get there. It'll get done eventually. So, okay, my friends, I hope you all sleep well. Have a great rest of your weekend, and I will see you all the next time. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you find some things that you like and will subscribe. Hit the bell so you know when I put up a video, and I thank you so much for spending time with me. Have a great night, and I will see you next time.